We've been waiting for a delivery for 2 weeks now. How much longer can we expect the lockdown to last?
I can't answer that.
I've got 20,000 animals in my care.
Okay.
We're running out of food. Without that delivery, we'll have to start feeding the smaller fish to our sharks and
I
mammals.
don't know what to tell you. Sounds like you got it under control.
Hello? Hello? Oh, fuck. We don't have a lot of options.
We're supposed to take care of the animals, not eat them.
If we don't do something soon, the larger fish and the mammals will starve to death.
We could release them.
You want to throw Dolly in a wagon and ask the JTF we can please take her back to the sea?
We've got trucks.
They won't let you through the barricade? I've already talked to Sarah. No one is allowed in or out.
This is so fucked up.
I know. You didn't sign on for this. But the animals are healthy. They've been well cared for. The city is full of hungry people and food is running out.
So your solution is to eat the animals we are supposed to care for.
My solution is to honor them. Glad they were willing to eat dolphin.
When you're hungry, you don't care about politics. Guess you'll abandon this place now that the animals are gone.
We only harvested the sharks and large mammals. I've still got a job to do.
Seems like a lot of work to keep some goldfish alive.
The aquarium has a sustainable fishing program. We can reuse the tanks to turn this place into a commercial fish farm. Well, not commercial, but a communal fishery.
That's not a bad idea.
We've got no idea how long this shit is gonna last. We need to plan for the future.
If you get it going, let me know. You sure it's safe to eat them? That tank looks unsanitary.
It's algae.
Don't you need to add chlorine and kill it?
It's not a swimming pool, it's a dolphin habitat. We introduced the algae to prep the pod to be released into the wild.
They were supposed to go to a sanctuary in Florida. This is such bullshit.
Is he okay?
Not really. He moved here from Atlanta to relocate the dolphins. He's still mad at me for making this call.
I get that. We've all had to make some tough calls.
Base, this is Proteus calling in my sit rep. It's 1700 hours. We are on the way to the target. Should reach the reservoir in the next couple of hours. We were able to recover some supplies and comms, stumbled across an abandoned water treatment facility and found some chemicals that might be useful. Came across a decommissioned National Guard base, commandeered their mobile shade server and comms equipment. Figured it was fine since they weren't using it anymore. Swept the local weather station to recover their equipment, but it was FUBAR. I'll send an updated sitrep around 1900 when we get to the reservoir. Proteus out. Proteus to base. Requesting backup and air support. Outcasts have taken the convoy. Our intel was wrong. The site was not abandoned. Outcasts are set up in the college. No idea how long they've been here. We've taken multiple casualties. Outcasts have the comms and the chemicals we recovered en route. They have the shade server. We walked into an ambush. I repeat, Proteus to base requesting backup and air support. Proteus to base. Mission failed. Outcasts have taken the site. They're using the hydrogen chloride we recovered to make IEDs and rigging them with a remote detonator. Overheard one of the guys talking about using the shade server to mask the signal so they can use the metro to transport the IEDs into DC. I'm gonna try and recover the server. If anyone can hear this, do me a favor. If I don't make it back, tell Mel I'm sorry. They were right. That's so interesting, Professor.
Long-term survival depends on evolution. The common cold used to cull the weak. Those who survived were stronger and went on to breed the next generation, and so on.
Darwin?
Sure, but you see, we short-circuited this evolution. We developed drugs that keep those who should have died from dying. We've artificially propped up the weak for over a century.
So, what's the answer? Eugenics?
Not at all. I don't think we should have any choice in who lives and who dies. Humanity can't be trusted with those decisions. People will always find a way to game the system, to capitalize on it, to commodify it.
Like Big Pharma.
Exactly. An entire industry devoted to keeping sick people artificially alive in order to exploit them. The more pills you take, the more money they make. More people overcrowd the planet, and more people pollute the world. It's not sustainable.
You're right. It's not. You're kind of a genius.
I'm just a guy who sees the big picture.
Come on, you can spare 3 samples.
Yeah, but
I'll pay you. Look, 2,000 US. Wire transfer or crypto. I need them sent to LA by Monday.
it's not that easy. I can't throw a couple vials in a padded envelope and put it in the mail.
Put them in a box with dry ice and overnight the package.
Customs won't let a package from Russia into the U.S. If the dry ice melts, the H3N6 samples will start to decay at -80.
Don't worry. I'll take care of customs. Do we have a deal?
What do you need these for?
I was using the H3N7, but my subjects kept dying. I need the H3N6. It's got a longer incubation period.
Fucking bioengineering is destroying the planet.
I know, babe.
Fuck the planet. Pollute everything and flood the world with GMO corn. As long as they can make another million, who cares if we all burn?
Can't let them get to you.
We gotta do something real. Let's go to the meeting.
A meeting?
I told you, that group I joined online. They've got a planning meeting. They're not just sitting on their asses waiting for the world to burn. They're planning on making real change.
You don't mean those guys who burned down all those trees because they were
They weren't
hybrids?
hybrids. They were fucking abominations. Goddamn pigs.
What happened?
We couldn't make it past security. The whole trip was a fucking bust.
It's probably for the best.
We need to show them we're serious.
Look, I don't know that flying to New York to burn a Christmas tree was the best plan.
You're right. That's why we're gonna do the one at the mall.
What mall?
The mall. In D.C. We are gonna burn that hybrid abomination to the ground.
Babe, that seems a little crazy.
Don't fucking call me crazy! I thought you understood what this means. You know what they're trying to do. All this bioengineering is going to kill us all. This shit is as designed.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it really seems like you're not thinking clearly.
Oh, I'm clear. I'm fucking crystal. You're the one who doesn't want to see the truth. State your name and age for the record. Erica Gonzalez, 30 years old. Your boyfriend tells us you were planning on setting fire to the Christmas tree. Is that right? Fucking weak. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. Could you please speak up? I said my boyfriend is fucking weak. I never should have trusted him. So, he was telling the truth? Yeah, sure. Why did you want to burn the Christmas tree? Do you know what that fucking hybrid could do to the local ecosystem? If any of those pine cones got loose and their seeds were allowed to spread, you have no clue what kind of damage it could do to the local flora and fauna. Okay. Don't look at me like I'm crazy! I'm not fucking crazy! You're all just too fucking stupid to see what's really happening! What do you need now?
To borrow your prison.
It's not a prison.
Fine, your detention center. We're over capacity, and we've got about 500 protesters that need to be housed and processed. We don't have the manpower or beds. We could really use your help.
You'll need to confirm with the staff on site. Pretty sure we've got an inmate with that bug from New York. She was there during the outbreak.
She's showing symptoms?
No, but her boyfriend is.
They quarantine him?
Yeah.
If she isn't showing symptoms, we're probably in the clear. Some people have a natural immunity to this sort of thing.
I guess. I'd feel better if you checked with the doc on site before you bring in your protesters.
Will do.
Lockdown. Full quarantine. What the hell happened? Turns out that eco-terrorist on the psych ward is one of those asymptomatic carriers. Fuck. Major outbreak at the detention center. Doc here has ordered a mandatory lockdown and quarantine. No one in or out. We're supposed to use the tunnels for deliveries and set up negative air chambers and clean rooms at both ends. What about my prisoner? Moving her to a secure location. She'll be spending the rest of the quarantine in a bubble to try and isolate her from the rest of Gen Pop. Her boyfriend? He died last week. Just confirmed the cause of death was dollar flu. Don't call it that. We gotta kill those nicknames. Sorry. Cause of death was complications from modified smallpox, variola, chimera. That's not really any better, is it? Not really, ma'am.
I know we've had our differences in the past, but this isn't about immigration policy. This is about quarantine. Some of these isolated communities have never been exposed to the measles or MRSA. Even if your people aren't infected, they could still be a threat. I want to work with you, but I need assurances that we won't accidentally unleash a secondary outbreak. Have Sarah set up testing facilities. If the refugees clear medical, I'll see what I can do. You don't have to stay, you know?
Thanks for the offer, but I'm not going anywhere.
You've got family down in Mexico. I'm sure they'd take you in.
Well, I got family here too. They may not be blood, but they're family. And I need to trust her to have their back.
And who's going to have yours?
Kelso. She's too stubborn and crazy to let me die. I'll be fine. Nice watch.
Yeah, yours too.
Glad to see you're still orange.
Handy, isn't it? You team up with anybody yet?
Not really.
It's hard to tell who you can trust these days.
Yeah. To be honest, I never really thought we'd be activated. The checks were nice, though.
You got a name? Or do you just want to be called Agent?
Sorry. Yeah, Espinoza.
Kelso. Try not to fuck me over, Espinoza. You good? Still got all your parts?
Yep, I'm fine. Probably need some new armor, but nothing penetrated.
God bless the bulletproof hoodie.
Right? Thanks for having my back.
You don't have to thank me.
I know.
Well, guess I should be going. It's been fun working with you.
Yeah. We make a pretty great team.
Yeah, we kinda do.
Maybe we could keep working together.
Nothing in the manual says we can't.
You want to be my partner, Kelso?
Sure. Just friends, though.